The Powerpuff Girls were in their bag when they made the episode Speed Demon, because I remember it being one of the scariest episodes of a cartoon in my childhood. And if you don't remember, let me remind you. So the episode opens up with the girls in class and Miss Keen teaching them simple math. 1 + 1 is 2 phase S. Until she starts to go off the handle and starts talking about Einstein's theory of relativity. If we carry this equation and move it here and divide by 2, carry the 1 and then take this and add it to that and subtract this, then we should be able to end up in the future by about 50 years. And all the students are like, yo. And she realized, oh, I'm tweaking. Hey guys, we could talk about this later. But there's a little bit of foreshadowing right here. And I think that's pretty cool because as a kid, you definitely just wouldn't catch that. And so it must be spring break or something because the girls are really excited to go to the Bahamas on vacation. And they're talking about how they don't have to worry about the stressors of saving a city and they don't have to worry about the mayor calling. And then Bubbles does this impression of the mayor. And yeah, it was funny, but it's like, damn.
Powerpuff Girls, this is the mayor. Get over here right away. I seem to have accidentally flushed myself down the toilet.
And they're so excited to get home that they decide to have a race. Buttercup says that she's the fastest out of the 3 of them and the other 2 disagree. So, on your mark, get set, go. And so they're off. And I think they feel like something is off because you can kind of see it in their faces, but they're going fast and like way too fast. And they end up coming through a wormhole and making it back home. And Buttercup says, see, I am the fastest. So they go inside and they hear rumblings like Mishka, Mushka, Mishka, Mishu, Mushka. And it's the professor trying to remember the ingredients of the girls. And I didn't even catch that in the first watch. But he's trying to replace the girls with new girls. And that's wicked. And so they get down there, they're like, Professor. And so he's looking at them and he's like, oh, it's my brain messing with me again. And so that's kind of depressing because that means like since the girls have been gone, he's slowly been going crazier and crazier. And this can't be the first time he's seen the girls in front of him. And obviously since 50 years have passed and these girls still look about 5 years old or whatever they are, he thinks they're another hallucination. So he's swatting at them and telling them to please just leave me alone, and he scares them off. So they leave. They start flying around town and they're just looking around at all the damage and they're like, what the heck happened? And so they go to City Hall or Town Hall or wherever the mayor be at, and they hear a woman's voice and she's crying and she's like, I told him to call them and they never came and now he's gone. Meaning that something happened and the mayor tried to call the girls and they were gone, obviously. And whatever happened killed him. And remember when boom. Then they fly over their old school and they go inside and they see Miss Keen and she's just standing there waving. I waved goodbye and they flew away. I waved goodbye and they flew away. She just keeps repeating it. She goes, and they've been gone for 50 years. 50 years. 50 years. And they're like, 50 years? And then, oh my gosh, bro. Like, she's ugly. She stank. Like, they're broken. So she also scares them away. And they go outside and they're like, what the hell happened here? And then we hear it. It's the scariest villain in the entire series. Honestly, the scariest villain in a lot of cartoon series at that time is Himothy, Himarina. And basically the girls are like, oh, it's your fault that this is going on. And him is like, no. It's your fault this is going on. You abandoned the city and everything went to heck. That's the exact words he used. And so the girls are like, no, you're lying. And they proceed to put the fingerless paws on him. Beat the brakes off of bro. Whole time smiling, cheesing. So him is like, is that all you got? And then he transforms to the biggest, the largest. And he says, look, everybody blames you guys. And he points at the crowd and they're all old people coming out saying, it's your fault. It's your fault. You abandoned us. It's your fault. So the girls start crying. They fly up in the air. They go into space. And then they just fall down and take off and end up back home. And that's really the resolution. They just flew backwards in time and ended up back at their house. And then they're like, oh, we missed you, Professor. The end. I don't know who put together this concept, but it got to be the same person that put together, remember the clown that the color drained away and turned everything black and white? Between that one and Bunny, those are the same, that's the same writing room. Same creative process, that same group of people made this episode. And it is one of my favorite episodes. It's the one that stuck with me the most out of the entire series. And yeah, I just want to know, anybody else remember it? Did it jog your memory? Did you have any other favorite episodes?